Well, welcome back to the Piney Woods homestead, y'all. We're working on this wood yard number 2 build today. Got to get it done, y'all. Got plenty of firewood poles laying around out here stacked up, and really need to get them into a new wood yard, decked, so that we can start working those. Those will be for next winter, not this winter, 2023, 24. It'll be for the next one. So that's the plan today. I'm gonna dig around some trees, push them over, get out a chainsaw or two, buck some logs, get them out of my way. Guys, thanks for stopping in at the Piney Woods homestead. Hit that old like and subscribe if you hadn't. And if you have, as always, y'all, we appreciate you. We'll see if I can avoid the yellow jackets, because I've already stirred up some out here when I started this deal. Let's get to it, guys. So the trees that I'm going to be working on today are poplar, tulip poplar, some pine, and I believe there's a maple or two in here, but not many trees that need to come out. Just need to open this up so we can actually get in here. We'll build a different type of bunk this time, something that's a little bit more modular and it'll go together quicker. But I'm gonna dig around these things, set the camera up, and get you some hopefully decent video of doing this work. Not gonna be as much talking today. A lot of you will be happy about that. It's gonna be the machine running, y'all. I'm sure I'll edit that just a little bit, but for the most part, this 65-foot tulip poplar, I took it down in about 10 to 15 minutes. And that's just taking my time, not overworking the machine, digging around the stump, the root ball, and then reaching up and pushing. I don't, if it don't budge, I don't overwork the machine and just try to bulldoze it down. I continue to work around that stump, that root ball, and get it to push. You can just brute force them, but y'all, this thing costs too much for me to break, and I just like to take it easy when I'm working. It's safer that way. But I'm gonna finish kind of dragging this one out a little bit, fill that hole in, maybe push another one or two, and then get a saw out. But let's see how much I can do here in this short amount of time. All right, I got 3 trees down, 2 pines and a poplar. And y'all, I could go ahead and take them all down that I need to do, but y'all, I try to keep everything kind of neat when I'm doing clearing work, because you got to come back in here with a saw, and I don't want to be tripping over logs that are all crisscrossed up. I got one that's crisscrossed here, but really can't help it. That pine is growing all kinds of funky. But that's manageable. I can come in here with my echo nail, buck these things up, get them moved out of my way, and finish pushing the rest of them. That's the plan anyhow. It's getting kind of hot out here. Y'all, there are other ways to cut a stump off. I just always tend to use a wedge. Get me a cut down through it just because there'll be a bind. Get me a wedge in there good and tight, and that makes it easy to cut these stumps off, especially when you're dealing with something, you know, 3 times as big as this. It really does help out. But if you are a logger, you got all kinds of tricks. My buddy, the Bland Man, he is extremely experienced in felling trees, bucking them up, and showed me a lot of tricks that have really helped me out. But this is one that is kind of elementary, but y'all, it works, and so I stick to the basics. Y'all, this break is brought to you by my buddy Roy up in Ohio, also known as GeezerinDaWoods. He sent me some Kickapoo Joy Juice, if y'all can see that. Never seen that around our parts, so this is going to be my first taste. Man, that is good. Reminds me of a sun drop. That's what we have down around here. Meliala, something like that, but honestly better. Man, that's good. A lot of sugar in it, I can tell. But old Roy sent me a couple of these Kickapoo Joy Juices because we watch his channel. I've learned a bunch about rigging watching him. He's got a wood boiler, heats his house, his water, everything with that wood stove, outdoor wood stove. And he's in his 70s, y'all, and he's still out here working in the woods every single day, felling trees, hooking up rigging, pulling stuff out with a little old Kawasaki mule and a big old red Chevy Avalanche he's got, older truck. But he sent me this, y'all, and I'm very grateful to old Roy. We correspond back and forth. I like to search out those folks that have a channel that have knowledge, and Roy has got some knowledge when it comes to rigging up different pulleys and winch systems for pulling his trees out, because he didn't have an excavator that he can just hook to and yank stuff out of the woods. But I'll put a link to old Geezer's channel in the description. Check him out if you're interested in learning how to rig, as far as winches and pulleys and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, it's really, really neat to watch the rigging process and see how that works. Guys, I'm going to take me a little break here, hop back on the machine, drag these buck logs out. I like my Echo chainsaw, y'all. I've got several hundred hours on it now. It will wear you out quick. It'll wear you out quicker than that excavator. Guys, y'all have a good day, a great week. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise too high. We'll see you on the next video.